Well, I don't know how much money I recovered for Zone 7, but I do know it was a considerable sum of money. And the story goes like this. I was asked if I could respan the influent flow meter at the Del Val plant. Rich Gould asked me to do it. I went out and armed with the graph of the response of this Venturi type flow tube that was out there, I was going to have to extrapolate a couple of MGD off of the chart because the chart only went to 48 and we needed to go to 50, but it was pretty much a straight line there. And it's a Venturi flow meter, so it's only so accurate. Well, I got out there and I took a look, and there was Zone 7's differential pressure meter in gallons per minute, I believe. And then you had another meter on the same sample lines that was in acre feet per day or something like that. It was in different units. So I said, I can't do the cal and the resetting of the Zone 7 meter without disturbing this other meter. So I got a phone number from Dave Parola, who is the distribution manager, and I called the technician, who was some sort of state contractor who worked for the state, and he gave me permission to disrupt his meter, and I was able to put the vacuum on the differential sensor and check it, and then recal it and check it again. And while I was doing that, I looked at theirs, the state's, and it was just fine. And I went back to main control at Del Val, and Rich Gould and Dave Parola were there anxiously awaiting for what I had to say. And I told them both meters are working fine, both sensors are working fine, and they seemed disappointed. And I said, well, what's wrong? And they said, we were expecting there to be a problem with the state's unit because we think they've been overcharging us millions of dollars. Okay. Here's what I did. I called the state's contract technician. And he said, yeah, they're always bothering me about this. I don't know what the problem is. It's been a long time. I said, okay, why don't you come down? We'll check each other's equipment, and then I'll write a report. We'll both sign it, and you'll be off the hook, and we'll have verified this stuff works fine. So we did that, and I already had it written up except for that day's entries. We both signed it. We gave it to distribution. We gave it to Dave Parola. He sent it to the state, and as it turned out, they had a problem with a formula on a spreadsheet, and they had been overcharging Zone 7 a huge amount of money for a very long time. And so what they did was they credited the bill for Zone 7, and I don't know the exact figure, but I'm given to understand it was millions of bucks. And this had persisted, this condition, for quite some time. And all it really took was one technician talking to another technician, and we got it all worked out. And so there you go, megabucks for Zone 7. And that's my story.